You don't need this, or this, or this to have a great classroom. Though if you scroll online, you might think you do. And listen, I get it. Teachers want to make things special. They hustle, they get sponsorships, and I respect that. But this video is for the teachers quietly thinking, maybe my classroom isn't working because I don't have enough stuff. And that's where I draw the line. You don't need fancy party treats and you don't need aesthetic decor. You don't need to spend another dollar to make your classroom work well. What you really need are systems. I know it's not flashy and it's not aesthetic. It probably won't stop scroll. But if you're serious about having the best classroom you've ever had, this is where it has to start. And in today's video, we're focusing on the first system that sets up your classroom for success. The first 5 minutes of class, also known as Bellwork. And I know what some of you are thinking. Will this actually work? Will it actually make my life easier? Will my students actually do this? Or is it just one more thing? I hear you. These are questions that every teacher asks. And by the end of this video, you will see and know why Bellwork works and why you don't have to buy an extra thing to get it done. I'm Annie. This is Educator University. Let's get into it. The first thing we're going to dive into is, why is the Bellwork system so important for your classroom? Well, there's something to be said about starting well. By starting well, you build the momentum for the rest of the period or the rest of the day to start in an organized, easy, calm way. Bellwork starts the class well by creating clear and predictable routines for students to follow. They grab the materials that they're going to need and start on a small task that gets them ready for the period. It gets them focused in their seats and following directions. It creates a routine for them to enter and also get started. That way, by the time the bell rings, they're already seated and they're already working. What a wonderful way to start your class. Bellwork is also important for you as a teacher because it creates calm in your day. It can be stressful when students are coming in asking you a million questions, and you also have to get attendance in and make sure you're dealing with certain things happening. Let the majority of the class follow Bellwork. You're always going to have those little things that come up as a teacher, but if you can get the structure going, then you're just focusing on those really high impact tasks that matter the most. Now, we know Bellwork is important. It sets the tone for the day, creates routine for students, and helps create teacher calm for you. But what exactly is Bellwork? Let's go over it in case you are brand new. Bellwork is simply a task students do as soon as they come into your classroom that is related to the topic in your lesson. It can be a reflection of yesterday's lesson, a prediction of what's to come, or even sharing their opinion. And if you're looking for templates you can use today in your classroom, check out this video I will link above where I give 5 templates you can use in your classroom today for any grade level and any subject matter. Now you know why and what of Bellwork, but the question now is how. How do you actually do Bellwork in your class? Well, the biggest thing is to keep it simple. We're trying to make your life and students' lives easier and more calm. So we're not trying to complicate things or add something more to your plate. We're trying to relieve the stress. So use a simple template for students to complete and create a simple task. The biggest thing when choosing the question you want students to respond to is, can they do this work independently? If they can't, it's not a good Bellwork question. If students are overwhelmed by what you're asking them, or they have no idea or no reference point, they won't engage with the Bellwork topic, and then you kind of lose the effectiveness of what it's meant to do. It's meant to prepare students, build their confidence, and get them ready for the class ahead. Ideally, you want to make it engaging for students, and again, get them excited about what's to come. Bellwork is a great place to differentiate. You can add visuals and sentence frames, but feel free to just start simple at first. The biggest thing is make it easy for yourself. You can use the same templates from day to day or week to week. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Now, the real question where this video began, does Bellwork cost money? Do I need to buy a bunch of extra things to make it work? And the answer is no. You don't need anything fancy. You just need a piece of paper. You could create a template and print it out week to week, or you could simply have students do it in a journal like they already have their notebooks, or you could even get lined paper every week and have students literally create their own Bellwork template form. I remember one of the years I was teaching, I didn't have a very big budget, and I would have students just use lined paper for their Bellwork, and every Monday I would have them create the Bellwork template. It doesn't require anything fancy, it just requires you to be consistent, and if you're clear and consistent in what you expect, then It doesn't matter what you use. As long as you have some kind of paper and place to put it, you're going to be good to go. Now, here's the question. Is it worth the effort? Will it actually make a difference? Will it actually make your life better? And I'm going to tell you, yes, it really does work. I will speak from my own personal experience. Bellwork really shifted the way the class started for me in the best way possible. I've also helped many teachers implement Bellwork into their classroom and seen how much of a difference that's one shift can make. And that's why if you're having trouble with your classroom, one of the first steps is to check on your Bellwork. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you can start your class well, the momentum will simply flow. Bellwork empowers students to be independent and focused, and that's what you want as you move into your lessons. And so if you start with that focus, if you start with that clarity, it will help the rest of your lessons progress. And it's surprising how this one small system can really start to transform your classroom. Again, systems aren't always as flashy and fun as all the things happening on social media, but if you really want your classroom to change and you really want it to work, systems are the things you really need, and Bellwork is one of the best places to start. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want some templates to help you create Bellwork today, check out this video where I give you 5 easy templates for any subject and any grade level. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.